Welcome back everyone, I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. My throat's a bit scratchy, because I've been recording a bunch of these this week, but I got nothing better to do with my time, besides like work, and that's about it. So, let's do this junk. So yeah, let's go up against a Egyptian God card. More than likely it will not get summoned. So Strings had one other gimmick. Essentially, to get the God card out, he had these he had this like gel monster that can infinitely respawn, and Yugi couldn't find a way to break through it, and eventually he got trapped, so he couldn't actually do anything for a few turns, and that's how he got out the Egyptian God card. The way he won was he took advantage of that self-resurrecting ooze. By killing it and then mind controlling it at the same time, which is not really a thing. And then it would respawn on his side, and that would trigger the God card's special ability, which would keep destroying it over and over again. And every time something got resurrected, Strings had a card out that would make him draw 3 cards, and he could have an infinite number of cards in his hand due to another card, which of course made Cypher stronger. But he just kept drawing cards until he decked himself. Anyway, we got a morphing jar of all things. And we got each time one monster on your side of the field inflicts battle damage to your opponent sends 1 card. Okay, so this is trying to focus on decking the opponent. Not a big deal. I'm going to go ahead and open it with Giant Soldier of Stone. Let's go. Alright, yep, these are very familiar. Okay, this card remains on the field for 2 of your opponent's turns while this card is face up on the field. No monsters can attack. That's for both sides, so it's kind of like a weaker form of Swords of Revealing Light. And then this thing, during each of your standby phases, special summon 1 slime token. You cannot summon any monsters except slime tokens, but you can set. So essentially, he's going to summon a bunch of slime tokens and then sacrifice them. That's the plan, I believe. You cannot summon any monsters except slime tokens, but you can set. Okay. So you would have to set. Any other monsters he summons has to be in a set, which is a bit annoying. Alright, well, I'm just going to keep, sure, I'm going to go ahead and activate this. It's infinite, so I'll just go ahead and bring it out. Each player sends 2 cards from their hand to the graveyard, then draw 2 cards. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just do this. And this. And we'll wait. Okay, that's gone. Another Nightmare Steel Cage, so we can't do anything for another 2 turns. Alright, so we got Mystical Box. Alright, so I actually can't use this card. It won't let me. I have to have 2 cards in my hand to discard. Okay. That's kind of weird. Yeah, it's a little weird. That's okay. I can't do anything else, so we'll just pass the turn. Alright, looks like he doesn't have an Egyptian god card out yet. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Then this. Is there anything I really want to get rid of? Sure. Let me go ahead and get rid of rain control. Alright. Return all spell and trap cards on the field to their hands. That is something. But I'm gonna go ahead and let that run its course and then call it good. Okay, that's gone. Alright, so now every time a monster is special summoned, he gets to draw, or sorry, special summoned from your graveyard, you can draw one card. Okay. I actually can't cast anything right now because I have things in my hand. I'm gonna activate this. And here, have a Silver Fang. Worm Drake. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and do this. Okay. All right. So yeah, just like with summoning monsters, you have to have an open slot for spell cards to actually activate them. So make sure you don't flood it too much. Alright. Revival Jam. Oh, I accidentally screwed that up. So I was holding down the B button, so it didn't actually prompt me to do a trap card. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you pay 1,000 life points to special summon it in face-up defense position during your next standby phase. Now, in the anime, there wasn't a 1,000 life point cost. Alright. Let's, I'm going to wait for right now. There you go. So I did damage, the Robin Goblin triggered, so I sent his top card into his graveyard. He's gonna pay the 1,000 life points, so that's gonna get resurrected. And he's gonna get a bunch of cards from this. Also, he has infinite cards, which means there's no card limit for the number of cards in his hand. I believe the card limit is 6. If you go beyond that, you have to discard at the end of your turn. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and play Graceful Charity. And there's a cat in front of me, so I can't see. I don't care about Red Eyes Black Dragon. Or Magical Hats. So that worked out for me. He lost another top card. Of course, his deck is hardly a concern right now. There's Revival Jam. He's still paying that 1,000, huh? Alright. And that's pretty much it. Like, even if he got the God card out, it's affected by traps, even though that's not how it was in the anime. And he has no open slots to actually use spell cards in, so he's kind of in trouble. Well, let's end it. And at this point, Yugi gets Cypher to spell the Sky Dragon, so he gets the Egyptian God card. So now he and Kaiba each have one. Well, let's play as a Mime guy and see if we can do better. Probably can't. That deck was pretty awful. Okay, so I have a humanoid slime. That's something I can work with. Cannot be special summoned except by its own effect. If this card is tributed for a tribute summon during your next standby phase, you can special summon this from the graveyard. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck during the turn you activate it. We also have Humanoid Wormdrake, which is Wormdrake combined with Humanoid Slime. Makes it 2200 attack monster. We do have Humanoid Slime and Wormdrake available, but it's probably not what we're gonna be focusing on. I'm gonna go ahead and bring out this guy first, though. Alright, I have to actually discard cards in my hand. Do those two. Okay, that works. We'll go ahead and activate Call the... No, not yet. Okay, so we have Call of the Haunted, which is actually pretty helpful. Essentially, it's pretty much a monster reborn, but it's attached to a trap, so you can destroy the trap to kill the monster. Alright, with this card of Safe Return, we can actually draw some extra cards on top of it. I'm gonna go ahead and bring out Revival Jam. Air Force, that's fine. So I can't use Revival Jam's ability because it would boop boop. It will. Let's see. Hold on a second. Yeah. It can't be used unless it's destroyed by battle, not by traps. But I'm gonna go ahead and activate this and bring back Revival Jam anyway. Activate card of Safe Return. Get a card, and then I can attack with this monster again. Boop. Only one monster can attack during each battle phase. We're not gonna put that out just yet. Once we start getting swarmed, I will happily do it. Oh. That's actually helpful. Okay. Thank you for the morphing jar? Okay, Cypher the Sky Dragon. That's a thing that just happened. I'm not going to be able to do it this turn, though. That's a problem. This card can... normal summon cannot be negated when normal summon... Okay, so it requires 3 tributes. The normal summon cannot be normal set. This card's normal summon cannot be negated, so it can't be, yeah, it just can't be negated. I think you can still trap hole it, though. When normal summon cards and effects cannot be activated, oh, well, never mind, then trap hole won't work. Once per turn, during the end phase, if this card was special summoned, send it to the graveyard. So if you revive it from the graveyard, you can only have it for a round. This card has 1,000 attack and defense for each card in your hand. So at this point I could potentially have a 5,000 creature. And if a monster is normal or special summoned to your opponent's field in face-up attack position, that monster loses 2,000 attack, and if that attack reduction reduces it to 0, it's destroyed. So it just destroys things that, you know, come out in the field. Anyway, we'll go ahead and do card of Safe Return. Bad news is, this morphing jar is going to be a problem, and I don't really have a good solution for it. I'm not going to worry about the dark door right now. Alright. I don't want to flip it right now because if I do, I'll discard Cypher. So if it happens, it happens. I know what to do. Oh, I can't revive the 3-star monster. That's okay, I'll bring out Revival Jam. And then I'm going to also bring out Humanoid Slime in attack position. Fortunately, since I chained it, it only activated once, so I should be a little bit more careful with that. Okay, so the good news is I can do tributes now, so I'm going to do that. Okay, right now it has 3,000 attack. I'm gonna set this card. Unfortunately, since I tributed, these Calls of the Haunted are gonna hang around for a while. Okay, there's no limit to the number of cards I can have in my hand. Alright, that looks like an interesting card too. Alright. That shouldn't work. I'll discard Paul. I'll discard Steel Cage and Polymerization. Wait, this thing says when normal summon, cards and effects cannot be activated. But that card activated. So I think that's a big lie. But not much I can do about it now. Worm Drake. Why didn't you just bring back... Whatever, well I get to draw a card. Oh, you have multiple ciphers? Oh, good to know. Should only be one. But okay. Alright, so this thing can't be targeted if there's spells and trap cards. And if this thing attacks something, a defense monster, it pierces through with the excess. So I will pick this. Oh, Swords of Revealing Light. So can't do anything for right now. Oh right, the reason why he's not summoning things in attack mode is because Cypher would immediately activate. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do 1 day of peace, because I'm already unable to do anything anyway. Then I'll go ahead and play this card and defense mode. And then I'll tribute summon for that in a second. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, no damage happened because I activated that other card. That's okay. I don't care about the jam breeding machine. I don't need it. Alright, so during my next standby phase I can special summon that from the graveyard, and then I can summon another Cypher. And destruction. Go ahead and grab, get rid of that. And that. Did I accidentally skip what I needed to do? Oh, there we go. Attack position's fine. Yep, go ahead and give me a card, it's fine. Alright. Force sword. Okay. I'll just put you in defense position, that's fine. Alright, let's go ahead and tribute again. I kind of get this deck, it's kind of neat. Taking advantage of like various tributing effects. I have only 8 cards left on my deck, so probably should be a little careful. So yeah, the excess damage goes through because that's his special effect. Now I'll eat 7,000 damage. Rebo. Huh, good for you. Eat 7,000 damage. Alright. Okay. Alright. Pretty much fast forwards all the way to the semi-finals or whatever's before that. And Yugi goes up against Bakura again. His gimmick is he has the final win condition, which is if he spells out the word final with spell and trap cards, he'll instantly win the game. But he gets blown up by Cypher. I don't exactly remember all the details of it. So we'll give it a shot. And see where we get. And now Yami Yugi has Cypher Sky Dragon. I don't think I'll actually be able to use it. But we have it. Wow, destroy all face-up fiend types of monsters on the field? Impressive. Oh, I think Bakura's thing was like he put spirits in the cards that Yami can't see, and if he attacks with a monster with a spirit in it, it counters him or something like that. Some weird nonsense like that. I'm just gonna take it. That's fine. I'll take it for now. Take it like a champ. Alright, Celtic Guardian. Another one, huh? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and kill both of them with Air Force. Alright, Nightmare Steel Cage, can't do anything for a bit. Alright, Monster Reborn. I'm gonna go ahead and bring out Dark Magician Girl. And that's pretty much it. Can't do anything for 2 rounds. He can't attack either, so I'm kind of safe at the moment. Alright, Summon Skull, that's a pretty decent card. I can get it out easily enough by just reviving Celtic Guardian and then Tribute Summoning. Okay, I'll go ahead and summon Gamma. Okay, Sengen, that's going to give him a card in his hand, which is going to be another Sengen apparently. And Earthbound Spirit, that thing has 2000 defense. I got many ways to pierce through that right now. Also, I don't know what his face down card is, but it doesn't seem to be important. Alright, let's go ahead and bring out something bigger. Activate only when an opponent's monster declares an attack, negate that attack, and select another face-up monster you control that monster's attack instead. If it is face-up defense position, change it to attack position. Okay, so it's going to blow up my own monster. So I think what happened, yeah, so negate that attack, select another face-up monster your opponent, that monster attacks us. Okay, so it made Dark Magician Girl attack that, which didn't do anything. I thought it I thought it attacked, oh hello. As a not very appealing looking Dark Magician Girl. Yeah, I thought it made Summon Skull attack Dark Magician Girl, but apparently that trap is much weaker than the others of its variant. Well, that's something. Alright, I have Dark Magician now. I'll just bring out a Silver Fang while I'm here. Nothing much else I can do because I can't attack. Oh, hello. Alright. Cannot be normal summon or set, must first be special summoned by banishing 3 fiend-type monsters from your graveyard. During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was destroyed by an opponent's card this turn, by battle or card effect, and sent to your graveyard while it was a monster card under your control, target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, equip this card to that target. While this card is equipped to a monster by this effect, take control of that monster. So essentially, it's every time you kill it, it will just attach itself to one of the monsters and take control of it. So yeah, that's the problem. But once it's equipped to a monster, all you have to do is kill the monster and it should be fine. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use Magic Cylinder and cancel it. Okay. Alright. Destroy all face-up fiend-type monsters. Right, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use Exile of the Wicked. But I completely forgot it's gonna destroy Summon Skull. Okay. Okay. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and put up Swords of Revealing Light because I know it's gonna happen next. If this card is Double Summon, target 1 monster your opponent controls during your 3rd standby phase. After this effect's activation, destroy that card. This card cannot be destroyed by battle while the targeted monster is on the field. Okay. So in 3 turns, it's going. Dark Magician Girl will die. Okay. So what I'm going to do is bring you onto the field. Go ahead, Monster Reborn. Let's bring back Summon Skull. And so this thing will stay alive as long as this Dark Magician girl's alive. So if I do this, I'll destroy everything. And now I don't have to worry about any of my monsters being controlled again. Okay, Feral Lamp. Souls of the Forgotten. Alright. A little tedious, but it wasn't a difficult duel. Gross Ghost of Fled Dreams. Alright. Simple enough. When we come back, we'll play as Bakura, sorry. And then we'll see how Joey deals with some people. I actually don't know anything about this particular duel. I know about the rest. I know the rest of them. That's about it. Anyway, I am the Depressed Dior. This was Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of Duelist. See you guys later.